Hi guys, it has been a while since I have done anything chicken related, and since we are in deep freeze middle of winter right now here in northern Michigan, I wanted to come out here and just kind of share with you what I do for my chickens to help keep them warm, safe from the elements, and laying consistently.
Hello. Hello, little babies. What are you doing in here? Oh.
We have some goodies. Got some goodies. There's some. There's some. You want some? We gotta eat it, honey. It is 10 degrees today, which is actually kind of nice. Feels like a little bit of a heat wave, if I'm being honest, because we've been dealing with negative numbers here for the past week. We were even down to like negative 25 with the wind chill. So 10 feels welcome. So I wanted to come out here and just kind of share with you what I do for my chickens. This year, we did a couple things. Well, one of the things that we did differently is the plastic that we used to wrap the run in has turned out to be awesome. So where we're at is we are very close to Lake Michigan. So we get the most insane wind. And it's not just like a one-off. We get insane wind most of the winter. And so really protecting the flock from, protecting the flock from the wind is very important. As you can see, they are happy as pie right now. When we were having the real deep freeze, I came out here and I put a full layer of hay on the ground here. Underneath here is wood chips and then dirt, but they needed a little bit more insulation. It does not get wet in here, so the hay is perfect for them to keep their feet dry and to keep it, from getting too cold. I actually had them locked in their coop for 2 days when it was in the negatives, because that is just too much. And to be honest with you, you guys, can they handle it being out here? They can. But do I want to deal with frostbite? No, I do not. And I actually was just looking at my rooster, and I will show you. All right, I don't know if you can see it, but the back end of my rooster's comb there looks a little bit on the pale side. So they'll be going in here shortly for the night. Hello. And so I think he should be okay. As far as water goes, I use this heated waterer. It works perfect. This is the second one I have. I will say the first one I had only lasted me one winter. So I did have to buy another one. I'm hoping this one will last this year and then again work next year. But it works great. So I hope that this one doesn't have any issues, because I don't really want to have to buy a new one every year. So that's really it for the inside here. You look cold. So unfortunately, I have one chicken who decided that now is a great time to molt. Literally, you could not pick a worse time. She is a little bit looking cold, but all of her feathers are coming in, and so I hope that they keep going in. So I just gave them a little extra protein for the day. All right, excuse me, ladies. Okay. All right, so let me show you what we did on the outside this year. So there are definitely different levels and price ranges that you can do for the outside of your run. You can buy those panels, which we have not done yet. Last year I used really cheap dollar store clear shower curtains. It worked, but this is proving to be way more. Like, it is so much more enjoyable in there than it is even right here, and there's no wind. So these are nice because they come with these little grommets, so depending on your setup, you could use those. We did not, and I bought 3 of these, and it worked enough. So just measure. They do come in different sizes, and so just measure your run and figure out exactly what you need. And so what we did, like I mentioned, we have a ton of wind, and one of the things that the chickens hate is when this this plastic is flapping, and it is really loud. Now, there's really no way to get around that, because you have to leave some portion of ventilation there so that they can have fresh air through there. So no matter what you do, it's going to ebb and flow. But this year, to minimize that, what we did is we stapled these pieces of wood over each portion, which has really, really made such a big difference. They've really been able to stay in the run even on the really cold days, just except for when it gets into the negatives. And then I take a moving blanket, we've got a ton of them, and I just put it over the nesting boxes just to give them a little bit more insulation inside. Okay, so let's go inside and I will show you what's going on in here. So I have another moving blanket that I put over the doorway to keep any extra drafts out. But in here we are doing deep litter method, and I have hemp bedding, straw, pine shavings. I'm not going to do all hemp. I got to be real with you guys. As much as I love the hemp, I'm just not going to spend $70 a bag. I would need so many bags to fill this coop and then to keep putting it over the top. So it's just pine shavings for the most part, but there is a layer of hemp in there. So main thing that I want to say to you guys, my girls, it is dead of winter. It is the coldest temperatures that we are going to see, and they are still laying. So I just want to say for the record, do your chickens need heat? They don't. They can pretty much, they're pretty hardy. They can figure it out. They can huddle. They can use their body heat. But should they, right? Do you want to keep them happy, or do you want them to be using all of their energy, right, to just be staying warm, and then you don't get any eggs? So for me, this is our second winter, and our girls have continued to lay all through the winters. And I attribute it to these. So these are called the sweeter heater. They give off just a very, like, I almost can't even feel it because my hand is so cold. Just a very little amount of heat, okay? There's no light. It's safe for your coop. It's not going to catch anything on fire. Like, I literally can put my hand right on here. See? And I could hold it here. It actually feels really good. And so this works great. So this is their roosting bars, and then they just lay up here, and it helps them stay warm through the night, and they don't have to work so hard and burn so much energy in order to keep warm. So, and it just kind of takes the chill off. It's actually quite nice in here. I can't see my breath or anything. It is not an insulated coop, as you can see. This is literally just plywood. So they don't have any extra of that. These, I believe, are the key for keeping these girls happy and producing all through the winter. So if you have chickens and you're not getting anything in the winter, I would say try these. I'm going to link everything that I'm showing you here in the description box. Now, what I will say about these, first of all, they're not cheap. They're $150 a piece. I bought one last year, and then we got more chickens, so I bought another one. But they work awesome, and we have them on nonstop. I turned these on in November, and we're at the end of January, and so they stay on all day long, all night long. We had that one that we've had for a year, did the whole year. They work really well, haven't had any breakdown. So well worth the money, especially if you want to keep getting those eggs. The other thing I will say about it, if you are interested, I would go grab them now. I just looked, there was only 3 left. They sell out all the time, but they will restock. So you just have to keep checking back. So if you go there and they're out this time, just save this video, come back to it, click on it, and you can find when they come back in stock. But this, I believe, is the game changer. And you know what? I can rest easy knowing that if it's negative 25 out, my chickens are still going to be okay. So the only extra thing we did in here when we hit the really, really cold weather was I literally just came in here and put like the jankiest plastic up just to keep any additional draft that might be coming in the windows out. And that is it. That is our winter setup. They are doing great. They are thriving. And so if you have chickens, those are the things that have been working for us. We've never had any issue. The girls are always happy. They're always laying. Do I have any eggs up here? Oh, yeah, I do. Here's a couple eggs. See, there might be one more up there. Yeah, they're all, for some reason, they are all using this nesting box right now, even though they have 6 nesting boxes that my husband built them. They're using this janky one, but probably because it's not as cold, right? Let's see if there's anything under here. Eggs. No eggs. Oh, last thing. In here we do have this waterer, and I have one of those. I'm not going to lift it out, but there's a metal piece that goes inside that plugs in, and that keeps the water from freezing. So we don't really keep food in here unless I have them locked in, and they always have access to fresh water. Keeping them hydrated in the winter is super, super important. So that's it. That's our setup. That's our little coop my husband built for me. And then the run is that way. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. How are your girls doing this winter? Are they still laying? Are you struggling with them laying? How do you keep them warm? Where you're at? I would love to hear your comments. Please put them down below. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.